Hello, I'm Ken Wolski. I'm a registered nurse and I am Executive Director of the Coalition for Medical Marijuana New Jersey, CMMNJ. CMMNJ is an all-volunteer 501c3 nonprofit educational organization and public charity. I co-founded CMMNJ in 2003. CMMNJ was instrumental in getting the original medical marijuana bill introduced into the state legislature in 2005 and then passed into law in 2010. In 2014, CMMNJ endorsed legalization of cannabis. We said legalization was the best way to get this essential medicine to the most people. Now we have post-legalization goals, including home cultivation for patients, insurance coverage for medical cannabis, and hospital and other institutional access to cannabis for qualified patients. CMMNJ has Zoom meetings on the second Tuesday of every month from 7 to 9 p.m. You are welcome to join us and stay up to date on our issues. Simply give us your email address at our website, cmmnj.org, for monthly updates and agendas. CMMNJ was pleased to note that New Jersey Senate President Nick Scutari filed Bill S2934, the Psilocybin Behavioral Health Access and Services Act. CMMNJ Board of Directors endorsed Senator Scutari's Psilocybin Access Bill. We see this as a continuation of access to plant medicine that can help so many people with legitimate health issues. Plant medicine is often safer and more effective than pharmaceutical intervention. We note that Senator Scutari's bill would allow home cultivation of psilocybin mushrooms. This is true even while home cultivation of medical cannabis is still not permitted. Home cultivation of medical cannabis was included in the original compassionate use medical marijuana bill, but it was removed in committee just before the bill passed into law. Advocates of the psilocybin bill will have to closely monitor the progress through the legislature and testify at upcoming hearings in order to ensure the best possible outcome of this legislation. There is a great deal of scientific evidence of psilocybin's medical usefulness. My own story is a case in point. I was an active member of the Cultural Revolution of the 1960s. I was an anti-war activist and I started smoking marijuana while I was a senior at Trenton High School. I hitchhiked out to California shortly after I graduated from high school in 1966. I roomed with a friend in Santa Monica and I started taking night classes at Santa Monica City College in the spring of '67. That spring, I attended a lecture at UCLA by Tim Leary. Tim was at his charismatic best, and he finished the talk by urging us to turn on, tune in, and drop out. I hitchhiked back to Trenton, where I enrolled in Mercer County Community College full-time in the fall of '67. By my second semester there, I began experimenting with LSD. I transferred to Rutgers in '69 with a full academic scholarship. I tripped about 100 times during my 4 years as a full-time student, and I finally stopped after graduating with a bachelor's degree with honors and with distinction in philosophy in 1971. But I also suffered from painful bouts of depression during this time that started with me at about age 16. In 1973, I began my career in healthcare as an institutional attendant at Trenton Psychiatric Hospital. By 1976, I became a registered nurse. As a nurse, I learned I could take some actions to fight off the depressive episodes. I increased my physical activity, I decreased my alcohol intake, and I increased my marijuana smoking. But still the depressive episodes came. In 1989, I did psilocybin while on vacation in California. And since that time, I have never once experienced a depressive episode. To this day, I attribute the complete remission of my depressive episodes to the use of psilocybin. Thank you for your attention.